Welcome to Daily Creatives as we ready the house for Christmas. It seems like a good time of year to focus on a few other things, kind of DIY projects that are not bought from the store. Here we are decorating our tree with all sorts of decorations that we've made over the years or that we've collected or been given. We are happy to have everyone back home in the same house, decorating the tree and enjoying the start of the season. Welcome to Creative Wandering, the home of videos for dailycreatives.com, where I'm trying to answer the question how to design a lifestyle you don't need a vacation from. We covered 4 continents, 19 countries, and 35 cities. Now we are happy to be back home in Canada. Check out dailycreatives.com. 2 times per week I will update the blog with interesting perspectives, cooking, projects, designing a life I don't need a vacation from. My journal from last year reminds me that we were in Bali at this point. It had been so long anticipated. Ever since we decided to travel, we wanted to go to Bali. Of course, when expectations run that high, it's pretty tough for a place to live up to that. We found in Bali was, of course, beautiful Instagram type of photos, just like you would expect to see. But we saw some unphotographed things that weren't so nice.
I think all the stuff that I've seen has been from Indonesia, but with the Indonesian through flow current that we have dominating here, it could come from further north, up in the north of Southeast Asia perhaps.
There's a discovery or an invention that's been done with plastic bags.
You can burn it. You can even drink it. This carrier bag was not made with plastic, but with cassava, a tropical root found abundantly in Indonesia.
Our bags are so eco-friendly that it has passed oral toxicity tests, in which it is totally harmless for animals to consume it. So me drinking it is just to show you that this is so harmless and it gives you hope for these sea animals.
Unlike the years needed for conventional plastic, most of these biodegradable products can break down in just a few months. But it all comes at a price. A cassava bag costs nearly twice the price of its artificial counterpart, which so far has deterred consumers in Southeast Asia's largest market.
What I thought when we came home was we could do something different. We could make alternatives to plastic bags. So instead of just creating a different kind of bag that looks like plastic, we did something else. We created fabric bags for our bulk items that we can buy at the grocery store. So instead of having to take a plastic bag there to transport it home, we could use these fabric bags. You can wash them. They really add very little weight. And this video will be about how to make them, as well as unpaper towels that are in the shape of paper towels, napkins and handkerchiefs, so you don't use as many tissues. There's lots of ideas that came out of our traveling and a greater awareness of how much plastic we were using. It's a fun project, took not very much time, and I even used recycled fabrics that I had at the house. Enjoy this project. I think it touches our soul. It's something we need to do for ourselves, for our homes, for reducing the amount of waste that we produce. Okay, I've decided that these are going to be 11 by 14 finished. I'm going to use a double layer of this really nice old bed sheet that was flannelette. My cutting board here has got measurements on it. I can just lay it out and cut with a straight edge and my Olfa rotary cutter. Then just cut it out like that. And I'm going to do these 2-sided. I'm simply going to sew around the edges, turn, and stitch the top. Once you get it laid out, then it's going to be easy to cut them up. It's a little bit more than 14. It doesn't need to be perfect. So I match the top to the bottom with my ruler. So there's one. And then you sort of see, because this is just old, you don't know quite what's left. So you just make do. Let's wind the bobbin. This machine is really, really easy because as soon as you do that, you've disengaged the presser foot. And so this isn't going to go up and down as you wind the bobbin. I like to make sure that it's starting in a good way. Yeah, looks good. And then I like to just make sure that the tension is even as it goes across. There we go, that's it. This action now engages this again, so you can see that that's engaged. And then this is pretty easy. There's a little cutter right here. And then this out is how you put it back into bobbin case. And then it gets threaded through a couple of guide knobs here. Oops. And then that goes on. And then as soon as I finish doing this, and I like to make sure that this is up, the bobbin's thread is up before I start sewing. Otherwise it can kind of gum up the stitching a little bit. All right, ready to go. I want to go as close to the outer edge as I can by grabbing both of these. I've sewn a million kilometers of time on the sewing machine, so I don't need pins, but most people would probably want to have some pins here. Come to the corner, make sure the needle's in, and then turn. And then we're going to leave a little bit of an opening here at the edge. I'll do a back stitch. Okay, after all 3 sides are sewn, the hole's been left and the corners have been trimmed, then turn it inside out. Then use this device to get in and push out the corner perfectly. Now it's time to press the paper towels open. Just turn under that seam, give it a press, and then press along the rest of that side and around all 4 sides. Don't have to worry too much about this folded side because we're not even going to stitch it. Now we're going to go along and top stitch the whole edge, starting with this little edge that we turned under. Pivot with the needle in, and then back tack right here. Leave it just like that. Get the next one, bring the foot up, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Head on over to dailycreatives.com for more information, all things creative. See you over there.